So everyone, in this video we are going to discuss the last parts of male reproductive system, which would be covering the epididymis and the glands which are responsible for the functioning of the male reproductive system. Okay, so this is the epididymis. What is? It is a highly coiled tube. जैसे कि हमने लास्ट पार्ट में देखा था, it is a seminephros tubule and the vasa efferentia which is coming out of the testis, and when vasa efferentia comes out of the testis, it opens into a highly coiled tube which is known as epididymis, and this highly coiled tube is present on the posterior side of the testis. So we can write highly coiled tube present at the posterior side of the testis. What is its length? The length of this epididymis is approximately 6 meter. So you can imagine how much is the intensity of coiling of this epididymis tube. So in a diagrammatic view, we can say that if this is a testis, and this is the vasa efferentia, this is the vasa efferentia, which is the last part of the internal tubules of the testis. So if this is vasa efferentia, this would be the epididymis. This is epididymis. Though it is a very coiled, it is coiled something like this. It is coiled something like this, but I have drawn in a very straight manner just for your convenience so that you can understand easily. But it is coiled like this in a zigzag manner in a posterior side of the testis. Posterior side means if this is the testis, this forward side is the anterior side, then this backward side is the posterior side. So this epididymis is present in the posterior side of the testis. What is the function? Before function, we should write over here that when the sperms are formed in the seminephros tubules in the testis and they comes out of the testis in the epididymis, this is epididymis, this part, this is epididymis. So when the sperms come out of this testis, they are stored in the epididymis for approximately 14 to 24 days. So we can write here, sperms are stored here for 40 to 24 days. It is a very crucial point, and epididymis is one of the major important part of the male reproductive system. The sperms are stored here for the 14 to 24 days, and the function of this storage, the reason of this storage is that here the sperms get functional maturity. Functional maturity means the function, whatever is the function of sperm, means they have to fertilize the egg for the formation of zygote. The functional maturity of the sperm is attained in the epididymis. This is a very important part of the male reproductive system. Okay.
Go.
Okay. So now we are going to discuss or see the general view of the male reproductive system, how the male reproductive system looks like actually in the body of male. We know that the testes which are present in a pair, lies outside the abdominal cavity because the formation of the sperm takes place at 2 to 3 degrees Celsius below the body temperature. So, for example, if this is the abdominal cavity, the part of the body above this is the abdominal cavity. Okay, so the sperm would be like, not sperm, the testes would be present like here. So let us draw, these are the scrotum sac of the testes. This is the scrotum. Let us measure. Okay, the testes would be present inside this scrotum. This is the testis. And if this is the anterior side of the testis, then this would be the posterior side of the testis. So from here, let us draw a very coiled structure. If this is testis, this coiled structure would be epididymis. This coiled structure would be epididymis. Now, very important thing. From this epididymis arises a very long tube. This is the long tube which is arising from the epididymis, and it will enter into the abdominal cavity like this. This is the long tube which has arisen from the epididymis, and it is running towards the abdominal cavity, and the name of this tube is vas deferens. The name of this tube is vas deferens. So, let us pause it over here. Now, one more thing. In the abdominal cavity, this is urinary bladder. Okay, and this is the urethra. So we can write it. This is urinary bladder, and this is this part. This is urethra. This narrow, short tube. This is urethra. Now, in the abdominal cavity, there would be present a saccular gland. This saccular gland is present in the abdominal cavity. It is a part of a male reproductive system, and this is seminal vesicle. We would be knowing here the three types of gland, and the function of each gland we will study after this diagram. Okay, so let us understand here what is the exact location of these glands and where are they present actually. So this is seminal vesicle. They are two in number. One seminal vesicle is present this side, and another seminal vesicle is present this side. So one on left side and another on right side. Okay, this is seminal vesicle, and this is the tubule of seminal vesicle. Okay, and we know that this is the vas deferens which is coming, and this is the duct of seminal vesicle. So they both will join over here. Both the ducts has been joined So we know that this is seminal vesicle, this is the duct of seminal vesicle, this, and this is vas deferens. Both the duct has been fused and a new duct has been formed. This is urethra, okay, and this is the duct which has been formed by the fusion of the duct of seminal vesicle and a vas deferens. This duct will fuse with the urethra. This duct is fused with the urethra, but the duct which is formed by the fusion of seminal vesicle duct and the vas deferens, this is known as ejaculatory duct. This is ejaculatory duct. Okay. Now, so this ejaculatory duct fuses with the urethra and it runs outside the abdominal cavity, and this will form like this. Another duct is fusing from this side, like same structure like this. Another will come from this side, and this will form a long tube. This tube has been formed. Okay, now very carefully listen. This tube, long tube which is running outside the abdominal cavity, has been formed by the fusion of ejaculatory duct and the duct from urethra. Okay, the urethral duct and ejaculatory duct. Now, the urethra which is coming from urinary bladder will bring the urine in this duct which has been formed in the kidney, and this ejaculatory duct which is coming from vas deferens and seminal vesicle, this will bring the sperms, that is male gamete. So that's why this duct is known as urinogenital duct. Very important to note, urinogenital duct, it carries both sperm and urine. Why it is knowing? Why it is, we are calling it as a urinogenital duct? Because urino, because it carries urine, and genital, because it carries male gametes, that are sperm. Because both the substances or both the things, gametes and urine, are transferred from the same duct into the external world outside the body from the same duct. That's why we are calling it as a urinogenital duct. Okay. Now, this is the urethra. One gland will be covering it like this. This is urethra. One donut-shaped gland will be covering the urethra. This donut-shaped gland, donut shape जैसी बालूशाही होती है, उस तरीके का एक ग्लैंड होगा जो कि यूरेथ्रा को कवर कर रहा होगा. इस ग्लैंड का नाम होगा प्रोस्टेट ग्लैंड. This will be prostate gland. Again, I am telling you the function of this gland. We will come to know later. Now, as the urinogenital duct comes out from the abdominal cavity, as the ducts come out from the abdominal cavity, a long muscular structure surrounds it. This muscular structure is nothing but this muscular structure which is covering the urinogenital duct. This is penis. Okay, we will note some points about the penis. Okay, and this muscular structure which is running to outside the abdominal cavity, it is as long as the length of urinogenital duct. जितनी लेंथ इस यूरिनोजेनिटल डक्ट की होती है उतनी ही लेंथ इस penis की होती है. It is a muscular structure and very important to note the tip of this penis is slightly swollen. The tip of the penis is slightly swollen and it is a very sensitive area. This is known as glans penis. Very important to note. This is known as glans penis. So this is a general diagrammatic view of the male reproductive system. Now we are going to write some important things about the penis. Penis, first of all, it is known as external genitalia. Penis is known as external genitalia. Why penis is known as external genitalia? Because it is carrying the gametes outside the body. ये gametes को body से बाहर लेके जाता है. That's why it is known as external genitalia. Now, it is made up of highly sensitive erectile tissues. Highly sensitive erectile tissues means these tissues are capable of changing or varying the size of penis. Okay, and important thing, tip of penis, it is slightly swollen. The tip of the penis is slightly swollen. It is known as glans penis. The tip of the penis is slightly swollen. It is a highly sensitive area and it is known as glans penis. So this was all about the male reproductive system. Only the glands of the reproductive system are left. So we will cover these glands in the next part.